I think the broadcast has gone down again on YouTube, so I'm going to try and reconnect that at some point, or I'll restream it. So I think it's gone down. I was checking it as I was going along, but it's okay. Anyway, that's from Voice TV. So it seems as though they're supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I think that's what they're saying, and it supports El Rufai. So I inference from that, make of that what you will. But all I'm just saying is that it's machinations. Keep in mind of this thing here I showed you before. Is the calculation is Bola Ahmed 93%, Tinubu, Atiku 91, Peter Obi 87. To be frank with you, I don't see Peter Obi doing anything here at all. I just don't see that at all. I think it is very, very unlikely that he will do anything other than just, it's just going to be they are going to just make the numbers do what they want it to do, and he will not have a look in, and that's it. So that's my take on that. Now, the other thing I wanted to go and talk about is I'm going to show you some videos. Let me see if I can. Before I go ahead, let me do this first. So where is it? Get that done, and then get some videos off for you to look at, so we can look at it a bit more in a bit more detail. Right? Yes, there's something. There is a lot of things that has been done to break the broadcast, but we're not going to be deterred. We won't. So listen to what PDP in Wike's state. Listen to what they're doing. Listen now. Listen to them. Listen now.
I've all said it all.
So let's listen.
PDP, my leader, you have all said it all. Before, just like what you said, I was strongly obedient.
You see?
But for him, politics is all about interest. Many of us might not reach PK, but we are reaching you. And reaching you, we have reached PK. Yes. And you have never disappointed us. That this is where the train is moving. On behalf of the unit leaders that are here, I believe, and personally me, supporting the motion that we will all deliver Tinubu come 2023. PDP!
Our motion has been moved as seconded by 2 persons, and it has been adopted by the entire unit leaders in Ward 7. And if we say unit leaders, that means that the entire world have adopted.
It's all machinations. The point I'm making is, don't be a pawn in their games. Don't be a pawn. It's all a game. If I'm going to vote for this one, I'm going to vote for that one, I'm going to vote for this one. It's all a game. Don't be a pawn in their game. Oh. Please, do not be a pawn in their game. That is all it is. You could see clearly where they were going. Let me just see. You can see. It is all don't be a pawn in the game. Don't. Because they are only interested in getting what they want in their game. And they don't care who they use. They don't care who loses their lives. If I'm going to vote for this one, I'm going to vote for that one. I'm going to vote for self-determination. We need you alive. It's all a game. Don't be a pawn in their game. Alive. We actually need you alive. Do not and we are telling you so pawn in their that game. We need you to be alive. And going and getting involved in this election is fraught with so many we don't even know so many dangers that we think we really think that you should be aware of those things. I know the system has been attacked again. I know that, so it's very, very slow, but we will carry on. We will carry on. Don't worry. We will carry on. I know that there's some sort of delay and things going on, but we're trying to wake you up. So let's listen on again. I just wanted to show you the point that he said Peter Obi, and someone tapped him. Oh, Tinubu. Listen on. You see that? You see they laughed it off. You see that? The entire world said Peter Obi. Oh, I mean Tinubu. You see that?
So I therefore urge every one of us on Saturday, 25th of December,
Wow, you see?
25th of February, to mobilize a mass and mobilize all our people, all our supporters, all the members of the ward of Ward 7 to come out and give Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
You see, already the system is fraught. When they mention word, where is the individual freedom of they just put you together? No, you are going to do what we tell you. So the whole thing is fraudulent. It is fraudulent from top to bottom. So I hope you are seeing it. Let's carry on.
So please, that day,
He was talking and he mentioned that Yensom is afraid of getting of supporting anybody other than Emiloko or Tinubu because others were likely to, he might end up in the courts or something. So that's why he's swinging behind him. It's only about the personal interest yet again. So again, we are telling you all, what we are saying is, after this election, you're welcome to come back and join the self-determination struggle. In fact, we will call on you. We know it's going to happen. We know you will know that Atiku will win this, and you are welcome. We will welcome you with open arms to join us in the struggle for self-determination. So please,
APC for president,
you see,
which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, senator,
you see,
for PDP,
you see,
and our own.
can you see? So they're going to vote APC for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They'll vote Nyeso for senator. Wow, divided loyalties, and you call it a democracy? Well, anyway.
And win OK Chinda for PDP on 25th of February, which is next week, Saturday. This week, Saturday. Please, let's try the best we can within our reach to ensure that we come out en masse and mobilize in full. And make out.
Yeah.
And make out.
Yeah.
So there you go. So you can see what they're doing there. They clearly have, ideas and motives and things behind what they're doing. Let me just quickly do one more thing again. Don't worry about the numbers being low. I'm not bothered. We will just go on for as long as we can, and we'll come back. And I will restream this again on YouTube. For those of you who were on YouTube earlier on, I'm truly sorry that the link went down. The system has been attacked from left, right, and center, and it's to do with this election. I know it, but we're not going to be deterred. We will continue, and I'll work out how to. I might have to look at some, a way to strengthen the system in terms of way so it's not attacked again, because that's what's really happening. We'll look into that in a little bit more detail. What I want to show you, let me go into this. I want to show you a couple of things, and then I want to touch on something that people often don't realize, and I think it's worth really mentioning. The Naira is a legal tender, and many people are making a mistake thinking that, oh yes, if I print something, it's okay to print it. No, it is not okay. You are actually going against Section 20 of the Central Bank of Nigeria constitutional law and law. It's in the law. So, and you can end up spending 5 years in jail for it. So I just wanted to just make that clear. So those who might be thinking, oh, because there's a program which I will talk about and that goes into that. So let's just show this one here, though. However, we're going to show you this one. Let's show you this.
Now in Anegbete, my hometown, in Isako Central, Edo State.
Let's go back again. In Edo State, they are doing trade by barter. Watch now. Watch now. They are doing trade by barter.
Yeah, this is trade by barter.
You see?
Taking place right now in my hometown, Anegbete. I posted it yesterday.
Trade by barter.
Trade by barter.
You see?
It has just started here right now.
You don't
bring
start
your
to.
fish, you collect yam.
You bring your fish, you collect
yam.
You bring. It's trade by barter.
Started. This is trade by barter.
See?
Right now in
Trade by barter.
Anegbete, my hometown, in Isako Central.
Una hear them so? Trade by barter. That's your whole Nigeria. Me, I don't. I don't talk up. Yeah, the election will not stop that. Oh, it won't stop it. It is just they are just tightening the screw. They are, you know. So if you think that, oh, it's okay, waiting concern me, it could concern you. It could concern all of us. Now it could concern. Make I play them again. Trade by barter.
Yeah, this is trade by barter taking place right now in my hometown
in Edo State.
I posted it yesterday that we should start trade by barter. It has just started here right now. You bring your fish, you collect yam.
You bring your fish, you collect yam.
You bring your plantain, you collect yam or you collect fish.
You bring your plantain, you collect yam or you collect fish. Oh, I beg. I did laugh, but it's not funny. It's not funny at all.
This is trade by barter. Right now
Welcome
in Anegbete, my hometown in Isako Central, Edo State.
So that is one. So let's go back again. Let's go back again to the next one. I'll show you a few ones. I want you to look at this. Oh, still on
the central bank to deposit my money.
Watch this one. Oh, it says Nigerians, please don't vote. You know, I spoke about it before. Again, it's your choice. Oh, it is your choice. You have a right to exercise that. But this is somebody in front of the central bank, and he's saying, please don't vote. Listen, watch.
I can't even get any opportunity to even enter the central bank to deposit my money. Now I'm going to show you the crowd over here right now, and you see how Nigeria look like now. This is Nigeria.
See? Let me pause it. Look at how many people there are there. I want you to look at how many people there are there. And it is important to really understand what is being done here. It's very, very, very important to understand what is being done. They are turning the screw and they are making their lives a misery. In the north, they are not queuing like this. In Kano, they get the CBN to drive into the hinterlands and give the money to them. No rush, nothing. They are not. This is deliberate. The people who are putting you through this are asking you to vote. I will leave it for you to decide if voting is your priority in this case, or if living together from a situation from where people are putting you in this kind of situation deliberately. I will leave that for you to decide, because that is what we need to do. You know. So let's play on. Listen to this. So that's what people are suffering. They cannot get the money out. They cannot deposit their money in the central bank. Whereas in the north,
I will get any opportunity to even enter the central bank to deposit my money. Now I'm going to show you the crowd over here right now, and you see how Nigeria look like now. This is Nigeria.
So now let me show you another video of the north. I don't know if I've got it here. I'll show you. I'll come back to that one. But I want to show you a video of what is happening in the north, where they were driving into towns and cities in the Kano and giving them money. They did not have to queue. They did not have to queue at all. So let's have a look. I'm just trying to bring that to you. Hopefully we will get it. If not, okay, there's another way. I'll go another way. Give me a second. I will find it for you. I'm just going to present it quickly. There is another way around it. So let me go to this one. Let's go here. And I think you will see it shortly. I'm just trying to locate it. So beg your pardon. I need to find it. It's another place I will find it. So there's a number of videos that I want to show you. And I'll be showing you a number of videos. So this all the while is to wake to those of you who still believe in one Nigeria. I want you to just think about that as you're watching. I want you to just think about that. And you will see this video and it questions a lot of things. You begin to ask yourself, why is it that the North are able to have money brought to them, but it's not the same thing in the South. And why are the governors in the South not thinking of how this looks and I mean, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with what is going on. So please, always, the object of what we're doing here is to obviously get you to think about what it is that you are doing by going in an election where the North is given a free hand to go and do whatever he wants, and they don't have to queue. But we are the people, we are indigenous people in our own land, and we are having to queue for things. And I mean, I have to try and bite my lip and not scream sometimes, because what is being done is just it is indefensible, and our people are suffering needlessly. And that is everything I'm showing you is pointing you to one direction. We need to go for self-determination. So go ahead and vote. That's fine. But we are waiting, and I'm hoping that when it dawns on you, you will join us in the struggle. So bank, let me see if I can find bank, central bank or CBN. Let me put it in. I can't remember what I put it as. Let me see if it comes up. I'm just trying to find this thing where the CBN thing is. I don't know if I've got it. No. Okay, don't worry, I will find another way anyway. I knew I could find it, so there is a way to find it. I'm just going to get it out for you now quickly, so bear with me. So let me just quickly get that running. There's a slight lag in the system, so do beg your pardon. I think there's some sort of consistent attack, but I'm not really going to even bother about that. We will continue on because we want that information to reach as many people as possible, and for us to do what we can and what we came to do, which is to enlighten you. Everything we've shown you so far is pointed to one direction. There is no such thing as one Nigeria, and I'm sure you agree. You'll be finding it very difficult to argue with that standpoint yourself. It will be a difficult thing for you to agree against and say, oh, there is one Nigeria. There is one Nigeria, and stand there and say that, knowing the things that I've just been showing you and the ones I'm about to show you. Because if we, so this is the one I'm going to show you. Let's watch this one. Let's roll this tape. So it's I want you to just you question things and see. I want you to watch this yourself. So I know it's in my language. I will just fast forward it to the main topic, so you can watch about 2 minutes of it. This is a truck going to the north and giving them. There's no such thing as rushing or fighting each other. They do it calmly, they give them what they need, but that is missing for us. So what does that say about our governors? What does that say about the so-called one Nigeria? What does that say about the fact that we're second-class citizens? How do you view this? All of this is to encourage you to think about this from a different perspective, and understand that one Nigeria is a myth. It's never been one Nigeria. Let me see if I can.
Old Naira notes.
Let me go. So let's listen now.
Area of.
So come up in a minute. So give me a minute. It'll come up. So you will hear it in a minute. I just wanted you to hear that yourself, and make of that what you will yourself, because it's not about
access road to the community is very poor, with no visible communication network. The mission of the Apex Bank was to teller machine cards. Also attended to.
I'm so happy to see the officials of the bank in our community.
All
my old notes.
Did they come to your area?
To new ones.
Let us know if they did.
So the policy is not convenient for us, but since it is a government policy,
we have no choice not to obey. The team also visited Bunkuri, Rano, and Tolumoda local government areas. We have been thinking of how we are going to take our
So, sorry, it's going to start up again.
To the city. But thank God that the officials of the central bank have come to our community.
We thank the central bank for
See
coming
that?
to our community.
So hopefully you'll come back. We're trying to, okay, I can see there's an attack on the
We
system.
are so grateful.
Deputy Director of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mohammed Ali, who monitored the exercise, urges the people to take advantage of the opportunity provided for them.
You can see it's a remote
One Nigeria
area.
in here.
So we've been going to remote
That's your
areas
one
to make sure
Nigeria.
that people that have the old notes bring
That's
it
your
out,
one Nigeria.
so that we can exchange it with the new one.
That's your
That's
one Nigeria.
Initiative that the
Fair
bank
enough.
produced.
You're going to
We
vote
also have been very,
in a nation where they are
very,
starving you of the naira you need to survive.
People were happy
You know.
that will come down up to their doorsteps, to exchange their money. Some you can see is a far distance from here to where they can get a bank. So they're
Leave
happy
comments.
that, not going to
Please
use
subscribe
their
to Cinewa on YouTube. It's currently
It's an
down, but I will
opportunity
stream
that
it
the
later
government
on
have provided,
to make sure we have that.
the central bank, so that they can now, since we're here, they can bring up their money and then so that we can exchange it for them. If they are not able to do that, then the other option is to make sure that they now take their money for to a bank for a deposit.
The Apex Bank said the process will continue across the 44 local government areas.
Greetings,
of the
Eunice.
state.
Yes,
Adelaide,
Bassett. Oh, good evening, my
Arabia
sister.
School.
Yeah, let's have a Kano. My network is down on the Facebook, YouTube, but we'll get that sorted out. 1, 2. Jerry.
Our
So you can see that they queued, and they brought it to them. We have not been allowed to have that in the south. Let me show you what happened in the south earlier before. I'm gonna do it like this. I'll leave that there, I think. Let me show you briefly what happened in the south, because I want you to see that. It's really quite it's quite heartbreaking, to be honest. Let me show you what I mean. 1 second. I'm gonna show you. So let's go back in there. Oh no, here we are. So you will see something now. I'm just trying to roll back to where I am. 1 second, please. Okay. Right. Okay. I think I got it. Yeah. So now I want you to just play the moment before we played something, and I wanted you to see that. Contrast that with what happened in Kano, because you need to see these things and connect the dots. And I'm hoping that by doing this, we begin to see it. It is too obvious. It is far too obvious. That's the live broadcaster. It's far too obvious. So, the trade by barter, you've seen that. Look at this.
To even enter the central bank to deposit my money. Now, I'm going to show you the crowd over here right now. And you see how Nigeria look like now. This is Nigeria.
So, pause it. Now, compare this to what was happening in Kano. No force, no rush. The point of sale, they gave them, it was calm, but they're putting us into a squeeze. Still think voting is the right thing to do? It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you not to vote. I'm just simply going to put the evidence before you, and you can decide yourself how you see it. And that is very, very important that we see that. So Eunice, thank you very much and good evening. Like I said, I was going to go on YouTube, but I'll stream it back there later on. So you'll be expecting it to come back. You'll be seeing this there later on. But I'm just putting all this before us to be aware of what is being done. So if we are voting in a nation where it is okay for one side to be fighting themselves to survive, but they're making it as comfortable as possible for the other side, are we one? Are we really one? Why should we be in the same nation? That's the question I'm here to ask. That's why I say the movement for Biafrans and Yorubas and Middle Belt and Lower Niger, where all our doors are open. And you will need to be in touch with us in the days after this fraudulent election, because it will become apparent to you that the election is a fraud. It is all designed to trick. Please, all of this, I'm showing all of this for people who are thinking of voting. It is fine. It is your so-called democratic right to vote. It is. We get it. I get it. It is your democratic right to vote. But I am telling you that we are. Somebody just called me. Let me answer that call. I'll pick that call. Sorry about that. I just missed the call. I'll pick it up straight away. So let me just, I don't know if they can take the call. So they called me and I wonder if they wanted to say anything live. Because the number is on, of course. Hello. Good evening, ma. Ekale. Awani, Esheun. Our live by. More live by. Benny, I shit much to lower. So what I would say in contact mo le pe lẹ́yìn àbí a lè sọ àbí ẹ fẹ́ kí n ká sọ lẹ́yìn. Okay ma. Okay ma, pè yín ṣeun. Okay ma. Okay. Bye. So yeah, that's somebody wanted me to we will talk to them tomorrow. I'll call. Now I want to show you this. Again, keep in mind we are talking about elections. So when we're talking about elections, people need their PVC. The picture you see here is PVC, 500,000. It is estimated to be 500,000 PVCs that was put in a bag to prevent the people from, I think it's an Anambra or something, that were from voting. Let's watch.
Love is small thing, people of God. This authority FM, the premises. One I don't go pay plenty PVC when the door for.
Sorry, let's go back again. Sorry.
Love is small thing, people of God. This authority FM, the premises. One house I don't go pay plenty PVC when the door for side. I can't meeting, carry and come authority FM premises. As if so, all the plenty PVC when they for a year, way past. If you don't reach 1 million, no.
These are all
PVC. The ones who don't share. We not people now get this PVC. May for tell everybody when it's happening. Your friend and friend when we shall. The copper people when no see their PVC. May they find a come authority FM compound and a person see the people when bring a come. They can't come authority FM premises. And it be like this now. These PVC they were compound. That the people when pick and be this. They can't come. Jump and they say they pick and for a million. And all the ones who don't check, all of them, and they will not. More of Umudim people, okay, logo. Now, here they can't jump and more. In case if you don't find your PVC, go say they say no, see, if you are come authority affair, come begin check, if you carry check on, shall you got plenty. Go fine. If you see your compound person own, we'll carry and send them. Now, the people will bring a come be this. And at the bag when they say rapper, it means say, don't say. The wrapper for inside this bag, we don't do like this. Put her inside the booster. Cut your organ. Which side?
So you can.
I can't move. For side the bed, I can't move. Everyone what you could say. Okay. Ebe Ijelu hunting okay. Alright, better people, my name is Maki, the area mama, the one and the only. I made all the reports from authority FA compound. I just the report and I see just shown and this evening.
So look at that on the floor. That is 500,000 PVC. Now, luckily, some of the people who in the village, they took it to them and they literally had to go and sift through and pick out their own. Do you think that elections is what we need to do in that contraption? Again, it is your right to vote. I'm not stopping you. It is your right to vote. But do you think when they are trying to make it difficult, 500,000 cards hidden, and they're closing polling stations, they're saying not enough people, they're closing polling stations, INEC is, and you think that's a democratic elections? We are under a unitary system of governance. We need to go for self-determination. But all of that, we will come and talk about that after on the 26th. After the 26th, we will have a proper discussion. Right now, we just want you to know what is coming in the next 2 days. That is what we're trying to show you all. We're just showing you what is coming in the next 2 days. And it's very, very important that we all understand what has been doing. Greetings, Eunice, yes. AKs, Akijesu, Joyce, Adeyanju James, Adeoye, Leo Somayima Nwanko. I greet you all for watching on Citizen AY. Let's go to Oduduwa TV Radio and see people who are on there as well. We thank you all. We are just trying to bring this to your attention. We are not saying don't exercise your right to vote. But what we're telling you is that when we say to you that the decision has already been made, they know who has won this election already. So for them to throw away 500,000 cards, they are disenfranchising millions from voting. And do you think it is worth your time to focus on that? Shouldn't we focus on how to get ourselves out of this contraption called Nigeria? That's a question I am asking. I'm asking that question. And I'm wondering, yeah, well, Governor Rufai cares for people. Yeah, of course, yes. The South elite is enjoying the one Nigeria. Exactly. So, I mean, I greet Babalawo Fakoyede Ogundere Obanla Olodumare, and God will help. Olodumare will help us in this country. Ashedumare, indeed. So yeah, a gradual target is that us, unless be all of them go drop arm. Exactly. So you can see now that they're doing all of this stuff to oppress and suppress us. So I'm showing you this. Let's watch that again, and then I'll move to the next one. Because
no be small thing, people of God. Now this Authority FM Newi, the premises. One month I don't go pay plenty PVC when they do for side account meeting. Carry and come Authority FM premises. As it be so, all the plenty PVC when they for a year, way pass. If you don't reach 1 million, belong to tell everybody when it's Sabine, your friend and friend where we shall. The couple people we don't see the PVC.
So why isn't INEC in that area being arrested? This is fraud. To stop 500,000 people from getting their cards, why isn't the INEC in that area arrested and the head of INEC answering questions? But nobody's going to do that because we are in the unitary system of government. There's no point in Nigeria can never work. The evidence is what you see here.
May they find a Authority FM compound and a person see the people when bring a call. They can't come Authority FM premises as to be like this now. These PVC they were compound. That the people who pick and be this, they can't come jump and they say they pick and for milli. And all the ones who don't check, all of them and they will not. Umudim more of Umudim people okay local. Now here they can't jump and more. In case if you don't find your PVC go say they say no see if you waka come Authority FM, come begin check and if you carry check on show, you got plenty. Go fine. If you see your compound person own, we'll carry and send them. Now the people will bring a come be this. And now the bag when they say wrapper, it means say don't say. They wrapper for inside this bag we don't do like this. Put her inside this water. Cut your organ. Which side say it's yourself?
I can't really move.
For side the bed now I can't really. Okay. Ebe Ijelu hunting okay. All right, better people. My name is Namaki the area mama, the one that the only na middle the report from Authority FM compound. I just the report and I just show na this evening. Now they carry and come. So I better me share this video. So people when be said they.
So I'm just showing you what is going on. I've showed you that before. Let's go to one more. I want to show you one more thing, and I'm going to touch on this. They called Dapo Abiodun only today. Watch this. They are calling Dapo Abiodun only. They are calling Dapo Abiodun only because it's the man is not made the state any better. They are calling it. They're literally openly calling him only. Let me play it. Getting proper abuse. That's Dr. Abiodun. They call him Ole. He said, let's give them keep caps, please. They said, we don't want it. We want money. We want money. They're abusing. They're calling a governor. See now? You see? The governor is literally apologizing to the people for the failure that is done. He's apologizing. He is apologizing. I mean, my people, I just don't even know where to start. Please, those of you voting, the people you are going to vote for, they are already apologizing because they failed. On the 26th of February, join us in the struggle for self-determination. Yes. On the 26th of February, you need to join us in the struggle for self-determination. Very, very important. So. So they are being cursed. Someone saying that you used our money to buy cars. May God, damage your life. So they're receiving curse. They're being cursed by the people that they're expecting them to vote. Do you still think voting is your priority? I don't know, but I'm just asking you to look at it. Now, I think I did this yesterday. I'm not sure. I think I've done that yesterday with the 400 naira and all of that. Now, I want to do something about this particular issue here. If I can find the page. Oh, no, it's gone off. Okay, there's a way to do it. There's another way I'll do it. Don't worry. I'll do it. I want to talk about yesterday. I did a video on Oduduwa TV radio. And it was on about the counterfeit note. And a lot of people really got upset. And they said I was criticizing K1. And I'm not trying to criticize anybody. But I'm saying that the laws of the land states, as far as it's possible, well, if you can take it, if you can say anything about the law of that place, if you can trust it. The law of the land states, let me see, can I do that? It won't let me do it. I was trying to, yes, okay. Section 6 says, banking, bill of exchange, and promissory notes is on the exclusive legislative list. So that means that nobody should be printing it. But then it goes even further. Let me get you something here. I'm going to get you something to show you what I mean. So K1 was holding this money, and I decided to try and talk about that. So people started telling me off, and they were calling me all kinds of names. And what we're trying to do is, you need to understand that there is a law, there is a process here, and to actually carry counterfeit money is actually an offense. It's an offense that carries a 5-year jail sentence. And this is why I encourage us to know about and read the Constitution. Because many people that were criticizing me, they did not understand that it is written in the government and central bank rules as well. So I've shown you section 6 and item 6 on the exclusive legislative list. You cannot go and print this out. It's exclusive for the federal government, nobody else. Let me see if I can find this thing for you. 1 second. 1 second. Let me just get this one. So I'm going to show you this K1. When we talk about things, people don't understand that it is really important. Now, so we're going to go and do this. Now, if you look on his hand, if you look at K1's hand, because there's a video where it was, that is according to what you see on here. I'm trying to show you so you can see it. Since that is counterfeit money, the CBN says the CBN is responsible for the issuance of naira and kobos, section 17, 18, and 19 of the Central Bank Act, I think. It is against the law for any individual or establishment outside the Central Bank of Nigeria to print money or be in possession of counterfeit notes. If you are caught with and convicted of a counterfeiting crime, you may face up to 5 years imprisonment with no option of fine. So I'm saying this because a lot of people were criticizing me for saying that you should not be parading around with either real money or fake money in the times when lives of people are hard. So I hope people understand that we really need to take the time. This is an evidence of why we say that we need to know the laws that governs us. Does not govern us. It isn't governing us. It is brainwashing us. It is brainwashing us. So please, 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 let's take the time to not criticize blindly. Let's do the research. Let's find out what things are. And that is why I wanted to show this here. And I'm going to do I'll share the video about it later on. But what he's doing goes against the Central Bank Act, Section 20 of the Central Bank Act. So we need to be very, very, very clear about this. That we cannot just criticize blindly. People came out and said all sorts, and they've been saying all sorts. So what I'm saying here is that nobody, and unless we are saying some people are above the law, within that constitution, until we change it, nobody is allowed to print counterfeit. And I put the arrow there so you can see the arrow pointing to that section, so you can see it, and blow it up later on. So I wanted to just bring that to our attention, because a lot of us we make a mistake of thinking that, if I'm doing like this, then it's fine and it's okay. It's not. I'm not harming anybody. The rules are meant to obey, and that's one of the things that we need to inculcate in what we do going forward. We really have to retrain our mindset into how we look at laws and how it impacts us, because that was quite. When I did the research, I was telling them, I said, look, please, this is not how you go about doing things. You need to find out information and then back it up with facts. Don't come and talk to somebody and say, they should do this, they should do that. No, I can do as I please. No, you can't do as you please. You cannot do as you please. So I hope this is a teaching, a learning moment for us all, that to print counterfeit carries. So I just wanted to put that there, and hopefully provoke it out of like a debate, because sometimes our people, we seem to think that it is okay, the thing is gone. I'll be back again, don't worry.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, it keeps dropping out.
Recording
Sorry about that.
Stopped.
I'm gonna call my broadband tomorrow and then get this done. I was meant to do today, but I had one or two things that I was doing, so I wasn't really able to get that in place. But no problem. Let's do that. Let's do it again. So as I was saying, please let's endeavor to not blame and criticize without knowing the facts. because that is not helpful at all. There was a lot of people talking about things in a way, and that is because of the training that we've been, the kind of miseducation that we're going through. So we need to address that within our community. So I guess what I'm trying to say, I will probably do this tomorrow. I'll probably wrap it up here. Please, we're waiting for you to join us in the struggle. We would like you to join us. We would like you to join us in the struggle, and please share the broadcast. Let us reach as many people as possible. It's important that we're not trying to say somebody's wrong or whatever, but it is important to understand that the rules are rules, and we must adhere. We have to comply by them, even though we know our government is not complying by them. So that's what I wanted to say, and I'm hoping that people will, will really understand the need for us to comply with rule of law, regardless of how we feel about it. True governance will flourish. If we're ignoring it, it is not going to work. So I guess what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring this to an end now. I am tired a bit because I was late yesterday, so I'm going to go and get some rest. And please don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to Citizen AY, go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY. Help us grow the platform. Help us share the message. Teddy Osage, thank you very much. Dino Man, thank you. Sheriff Adigun, thank you. John Ayola, thank you. D. Athe, thank you. Eunice Uchechi Pitabasi, thank you so very much. And thank you for joining us yesterday as well. Adio Omo Olokwe, thank you very much. Akins Jesu Joyce, thank you. Adeyoju James Adeoye, thank you. Leo Somayina Nwanko, thank you. And let's go and look at the other side, the Oduduwa TV radio side as well. I want to thank you all, each and every one of you, for joining us in this broadcast. I do apologize because there's been some sort of interference in what we're doing, but nonetheless, we are not going to be deterred. We will proceed as we plan to go on, because there are things that we need to do. Tonight's program was really to try and make us to be aware that voting, based on the evidence of what we see now, voting is not our first priority right now. It's the last thing on our minds. We need to be focusing on how we can empower ourselves to such an extent that we bring about the referendum that will give us self-determination. We need to work out a plan from here, from the 26th of February onwards, a plan how we can come about and bring about the process that will take us to the point where we are, as a collectively in the Southwest, Middle Belt, and the Southeast, we go for, we get the system to actually yield and give us the referendum. And that is the most important thing in all of this. So I just want to say thank you so very much to you guys. Before I go, so I'll come back and talk about this again, this K1 thing. So I hope this clears everything. Anybody caught with fake banknotes, they potentially face a 5-year jail term with no fine, no option of fine. So that is not a joke. I hope people are keen on that, and we can use that as a way to teach others. Please do pass this message on, because people are under the impression that you can do whatever you want. No, you can't. Even though we don't like one Nigeria, the rules will still apply to us. It's very important to know that the rules will still apply to us. Very, very important that we understand that and not make the mistake of thinking, oh, right, yes, I can do as I please. So that's why what I will do is I'm just going to say a big thank you to you all for joining us. I'm real tired, to be honest, today. I wasn't going to come out, but I thought I'd come out. We are waiting for those who are doing those of you who are voting. Now that we've shown you what is happening with the vote, we hope that you will look at that and make a much more informed decision about the way forward. So I want to thank Omobola Obat, Rockstone, Babala Fakayode, Efakoyede, Ogundare, Obanifa, Europeak, Victoria Isijola, then James Coker, then and everybody else that joined us. So I want to thank you all for joining us. Before I go, let us listen to this track, because the track is How Long. Let's listen to it, and then please, you can actually share it.
My people, how long gonna go they suffer? My people, we don't tire inside Nigeria. Now slave camp we dey oh. My people, we don't tire for the country where them they call Nigeria. Now slave camp oh. The time done now where we suppose stand up for our rights oh. Stand up for our rights oh. The time done now where we suppose stand up oh, for our rights oh, for self-determination.
How long? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long?
How long gonna go they suffer? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? How long? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? Abdul Salam na fake man. Now he put that yeah constitution for your head yo. Abdul Salam na fake man. Now military man can't tell you na say una get constitution. No be lie. Na lie yo, na fake, na fraud oh. That yeah constitution. Now him then they claim close to na high yo. Make una wake up, make una wake up. How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? My people, I want make una know say oh, self-determination oh, na your right oh. My people, I want make una know say oh, self-determination na your right oh. You must fight for your right. You must stand for your right. You must get up, stand up. You must tell your people for your village, for your town, for your city, and inside country where you dey oh. Atiku, Emilokan, or Peter Obi no be the solution. Na the solution, na it be the solution. Make una wake up, make una wake up, wake up. Time down now, be Yoruba man, you be Biafran. I want make una know say self-determination na your right you. How long gonna go they suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go they suffer? Yoruba land na your land yo. Middle Belt na your land yo. Hausa land na your land yo. Biafra land na your land yo. No be Nigeria, no be Nigeria, no be Nigeria, no be Nigeria. La 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 oh.
So I want to thank you so much for joining this podcast. I hope you've learned a thing or two. I hope we are able to use it as a way to encourage our people. That song, of course, it is on iTunes and Spotify. If you want to download it, it's called How Long Gonna Go to Suffer. Just type that in as you see it. It'll come up on Spotify or iTunes. Share it. We're 2 days away from the elections, as you can see, and what we're trying to do is to bring awareness to our people. We need you to really understand that. We need people to understand that the election that we're talking about is a fraud. What they are doing is oppressing and suppressing us in our land. I will come back again tomorrow, maybe early tomorrow morning if I'm, if I'm rested, and then I can do some more discussions and talk about different areas, and we can see the live discussions as it goes on. Please, before you go, our people, let's encourage our family and friends to stock up on food and water. How if they can get their hands on food and water. The virtual private network, I spoke about that yesterday. I don't know if I can put a link up. Before I go, let me see if I can put one link up that you can use to share with family and friends to use. There's something called it's the Google one. It's free for 3 months, and you can use that to sort of to have some sort of virtual private network, because we believe that tomorrow or Friday the phone network, the broadband network will go down. It will be difficult for people to contact each other and connect, and we need to be able to have something else in place. So let me just get that up there. So whilst we're talking about this, I'm hoping that I'll pin it on here and you can take that. So let me go copy the link. So I'm just gonna put the link up there. So let me just say 1 second, please. I want to make sure that you don't. Okay, it's not it. So 1 second, please. Whoops. Okay, so you're gonna see it come up, and I'll pin it. But please, of course, I ask you, don't forget to subscribe to Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. So I'm gonna pin this one here. So it's a Google one, Google free VPN for 3 months. So we want our people to have something, just in case of incasity, as they say. You can have that, have a play with it. They will ask you for your card details, but it's only for you to know that you're not a robot, from what I've understood. So if you use it over the 3 months, before the 3 months is up, and you can then switch it off, then at least it makes sense that way. So that is what I would recommend and suggest that we do, and I hope you find that of use, in what we're talking about. So I've done that for those of you who are on YouTube watching us live and Facebook watching us live. I'm going to restream this tomorrow, and I will talk about this again, and I'll pin that Google Drive and the Google VPN. It's a virtual private network. I will put it on the broadcast. That way, at least our people will have it. I hope you find it beneficial. Let us know what you think. Leave comments. And if you know of a better one that people can use, please provide it. But for now, I want to thank you all so very much. I think I've shared it already on Oduduwa TV Radio earlier on. So those of you who are on Oduduwa TV Radio, you can go on the earlier link and you will see that. And I'm going to share it on the YouTube when I stream this there either tomorrow morning or tonight. I'll see what I'll do however much. I feel really tired now, so I might just call it a night. But I thank you all so much for joining us. Have a pleasant evening. We will be back real soon, and we will keep at it. Stay safe. So again, stock up on food. Make sure you have some money and things to be able to, if you can, as fast as possible, or trade by barter. Try and trade to get some food stuff to stock up on. Also, please do not watch out for the kind of fuel that you're buying. Test it, because some of them might be diluted and it might knock your engine. Somebody mentioned that, and it's not. It's possible people may try to cut corners. So be very, very alert about I would avoid buying petrol off the road, that kind of thing, because So think about that. And then finally, be at alert. Avoid things. Read the situation. Stay safe. We need the communities to work together to actually protect themselves, community by community, in the current situation. And only you can judge in terms of the elections. Only you can judge what is best for you. If you believe that going for the election, voting in this election based on what I've shown you is the right course of action, then well, we have to respect that. But if you know that if you have come to a different conclusion based on what I've shown you, then I believe that you're doing the right termination. And there are steps that we will take. We will talk about that over and over and over till we all get it. We need to wake up. We've all been put to sleep by the use of religions. Religions have been is the opium of the mind for the people, and it's occupied our mind. It's time to put it to one side. Take our minds out of every goddamn church, every goddamn mosque, every goddamn celestial, and bring our mind out into the reality of what we face on a daily basis and how we can work together within our communities to tackle that. So I continue to state that. So thank you so very much. You got the song there. You can download it on iTunes, on Spotify. Help us reach more people. Don't forget, of course, to subscribe to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. I know a lot of things is being done on my platform. I have over 100,000 followers. Facebook have brought it down to literally 7-8 people. Again, YouTube has started doing something tonight. I've noticed that twice they've knocked me out. But listen, I'm not going to be deterred. I know it's about this election. They don't want certain information that we're giving out to reach more people. That's fine. I'm not, we will do what we can. If it is only reaching one person, I'm happy with that, because that way we can change one mind at a time till we get to where we're going. We're going for self-determination for Biafrans, Yorubas, Middle Belt, and that is what we will do. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant evening, and I'll be back later on. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Thank you, and bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.